Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Alan Huang. I'm a lecturer in education at the School of Education at the University of Strathclyde. So today I'm going to be doing a live broadcast introducing you guys to the MSc Tesol and Intercultural Communication. And first of all, I'd like to talk a little bit about myself. I have a BA in English Language and Literature and teaching Chinese as a foreign language from Beijing Foreign Studies University, Beijing 外国语大学, and an MSc in Education, Language, Theory, Practice, and Literacy from the University of Edinburgh, some of you may have heard of. And I then did my PhD at the University of Edinburgh as well. And my focus of my PhD project was on listening in a second language and the metacognitive awareness involved in the listening process. When I was in Edinburgh, I was also the head of Mandarin at George Heriot School, which is a secondary school in Edinburgh. And I was an associate tutor at the Murray House School of Education at Edinburgh University before I joined Strathclyde in 2016, where I am currently lecturer or assistant professor in language education. In terms of my teaching and research, I'm currently involved in a range of modules and courses from BA to PhD supervision. I teach on the BA primary education course. I also teach on the PGDE, which is our teacher training course on secondary education modern languages, where I was involved in not only delivering lectures and facilitating workshops, I was also involved in visiting students and assess them during school placements. I also teach on the MSc Education Studies program, and of course, the new MSc TESOL and Intercultural Communication, where I will be the course leader. I also teach on one of the core modules, which is called Contemporary Issues in Language Teaching. I supervise postgraduate dissertations, and I also supervise PhD dissertations. My research interests are language education, including TESOL and applied linguistics, a range of topics. For example, language learning and teaching, learning strategies, the teaching of listening and speaking, etc. I'm also interested in researching teacher professional development, as well as digital technology in education. Okay, so that's a bit of an introduction about myself. So now I'm going to go through the questions that you guys have asked and try to answer them one by one. Right, so the first question is, what can you tell us about the School of Education at the University of Strathclyde? Okay, so the School of Education at the University of Strathclyde is the leading teacher education provider in the whole of Scotland, and is also one of the largest in the UK. So every year we have over 1,000 students coming in, either doing undergraduate degree or a postgraduate teacher education degree with us. And we train both primary and secondary teachers. And the new MSc TESOL and Intercultural Communication indeed is another teacher education program at the School of Education, where we not only train pre-service teachers, who are those who haven't started teaching in the TESOL profession, as well as in-service teachers who are already teaching English to speakers of other languages, but think that they might need some professional development. Our staff have projects with colleagues around the world, including Japan, China, Australia, the USA, etc. And our staff are recognized internationally by their expertise, and we publish regularly in peer-reviewed journal articles and other publications. And as I said earlier, we offer a range of professional courses. The new MSc TESOL and Intercultural Communication is one of them. And we also have undergraduate primary education, postgraduate primary education, secondary education, undergraduate childhood practice, and MSc educational studies, and so on. And there's also possibilities for you to further your study after your master's degree. You can continue with us and pursue a doctorate degree in education in the area of applied linguistics and TESOL. We have a number of staff who specialize in this area, including myself. So the next question is, why should students choose Strathclyde to study MSc TESOL and Intercultural Communication? Right, so the University of Strathclyde is situated in the city centre of Glasgow, which is the largest city in Scotland, one of the largest cities in the UK, actually. So by coming to Strathclyde, you get to experience a lot of things that you can learn from other students from other nationalities, and there's a lot of things that you can do in Glasgow as well, music festivals, shopping, for example. So because Glasgow is such a fantastic city, I think you will enjoy your time at the University of Strathclyde. All of our campuses and buildings are right in the city centre of Glasgow. So it's very easy for you to go around and attend lectures and seminars. At the same time, you can experience the hospitality of the Scottish people. Okay, so the next question: why should students? The next question: what can you expect to study on the MSc TESOL and Intercultural Communication course? The MSc TESOL and Intercultural Communication course is a collaboration between the School of Education here at Strathclyde and the School of Humanities, also here at Strathclyde. So it's a unique collaboration between two schools. And so you will have lectures and seminars delivered by not only educationalists, but also scholars and researchers from English language, linguistics, and gender studies. So we have 3 core modules, including language learning in a multilingual world, introduction to intercultural communication, and contemporary issues in language teaching. Apart from these 3 core modules, you also get to choose 1 from 2 research methods. So you can either follow the education path, where you do a research methods module within the School of Education, or you can follow the humanities path, where you get to do a research methods module with the School of Humanities. And in addition to that, you have a range of optional modules you can choose both within education and humanities. For example, in education, you can choose theories and practice in supporting bilingual learners. And this is for those who are interested in supporting and helping bilingual learners in the classroom, how to help them achieve their potential and help them overcome not just the language barriers, but also the socio-cultural barriers that they might experience in the classroom. If you're interested in the humanities pathway, you can choose, for example, narrative processing across languages, cultures, and media, or you can choose transcultural fandom and British popular culture. So you get to study literary linguistics and learn how to analyze texts and discourse, which hopefully you will be able to apply in your own teaching in the future. So what will a typical week look like for students studying this course? Because this is a 1-year full-time master's course, I would expect that students are really busy throughout the year. But don't worry, we will have a lot of support sessions that will help you throughout the year. So for example, in term 1, you will be doing 2 core modules: language learning in the multilingual world, which lasts for 3 hours, and Introduction to Intercultural Communication. Again, it's a 3-hour module per week. And you also get to do one of the 2 research methods modules. So 3 modules in semester 1 in 1 day. And for the rest of the week, I would expect you to do independent study, for example, do background reading, complete tasks set by the lecturers and tutors, and exploring your interests in the area of TESOL and intercultural communication. And the library is open most of the time. You can find literature related to your area of interest. So yeah, 3 modules in term 1. And in term 2, which is the term after Christmas, again, you will have 3 modules. 1 core module, which is my module, Contemporary Issues in Language Teaching. So you will be doing that for 8 weeks in term 2. And then you choose 2 optional modules. Like I said earlier, you either follow the education pathway or the humanities pathway, depending on your preference for dissertation. And in term 2, I will also be expecting you to start thinking about what kind of dissertation you will be doing, including the research questions for your dissertation and what kind of research methods you will be using. And you will be supported by your supervisor throughout the process of the dissertation. The dissertation is a compulsory element for you in order for you to achieve the master's degree. And in term 3, it's mainly for you to focus on the dissertation and complete your dissertation by the end of July, so that you can graduate on time. The next question: Strathclyde is a place for useful learning. It's important that students are prepared for industry and given practical knowledge. How does the MSc TESOL and Intercultural Communication course do this? Indeed, Strathclyde is a place for useful learning, so we bear that motto in mind throughout the course design, and we think about practical implications of a variety of theories and debates we cover in our course, so that you can apply everything you've learned on the course in your future studies or in your future employment. So whether you are a pre-service English language teacher or a in-service English language teacher, we encourage you to join the course so that you can further your understanding and knowledge about TESOL and intercultural communication, and improve your pedagogy, improve your use of, for example, technology to enhance learning, and have a better understanding of your students, and create a more inclusive and engaging learning environments for your students. The next question: how is the course assessed in terms of assignments, exams, dissertations, etc.? So when you start the course, you will be given a course handbook. I've got it here. It's a draft version. So in the course handbook, you will be given all the information about the course, including all the assignments that you will have to complete in order to gain credits for each module. So I've provided you with a summary of all the assessments and assignments. So indeed, all the modules, assignments, modules and dissertations, they take a variety of forms. So some assignments require you to write a 3,000, 4,000 word essay. Other assignments to a piece of text, for example. So we don't have any formal exams. So the majority of our assignments are take-home assignments, which includes the students doing research and write up their responses. So you will be given a sufficient amount of time to think about how you can tackle the assignments, and you will also be given opportunities to discuss your strategies for the assignments with the tutor, so that you can be sure that you've met all the criteria. And the most important piece of assignment is indeed dissertation, which is worth 60 credits. As I said earlier, you will be supported by your supervisor as well as myself. So we'll be taking you step by step in completing your dissertation. The next question, does the course have industry links? Yes, the course has industry links with other professional bodies and the English Language Center here at Strathclyde University. We're still trying to strengthen our links with them so that students can gain experience and insights from industry leaders. At the moment, the majority of the modules are delivered by either the School of Education staff or the School of Humanities staff. But you will have the chance to explore industry links during your dissertation phase if this is something that you're interested in. The next question, what career opportunities are available to students after graduating from the MSc TESOL and Intercultural Communication course? As I said, the course is for both pre-service teachers and in-service teachers. So for pre-service teachers, I would imagine that you've just completed your undergraduate degree and you're thinking of going into the profession of TESOL and Intercultural Communication. So in terms of career opportunities, you may become a TESOL teacher, teaching English to speakers of other languages in so many countries around the world. And I would also expect that some of you might be interested in working for nonprofit organizations such as NGOs, and use the knowledge and skills that you've gained from the course to serve humanitarian purposes. And for some of the in-service teachers, you might be thinking of a promotion, you might be thinking of changing jobs or going to a different organization. So the MSc TESOL and Intercultural Communication will help you widen your career prospects. The next question, does the MSc TESOL and Intercultural Communication provide any pathways to postgraduate research? Yes. So throughout the MSc TESOL and Intercultural Communication course, we'll be talking to you about research and literature in the area, and you will have the opportunity to discuss potential research projects with your tutors, with the lecturers, or with myself. And if you're interested in pursuing further studies, including postgraduate research, PhD, or Doctor of Education, you can do so within Strathclyde. We have a number of colleagues who have expertise in TESOL and Intercultural Communication, including bilingualism, language learning and teaching, technology in language learning and teaching, English language and linguistics, for example. So you will have the chance to keep working with some of the teaching and research staff that you have met on the MSc program, and pursue further studies in the same area. What are your top tips for surviving the MSc TESOL and Intercultural Communication? Right, so my top tips would be, yes, it's a very demanding course because it's a one-year full-time master's course, and it's the same for all master's course in the UK as far as I'm concerned. But in terms of top tips, I think you have to know about the course as much as you can, and you can do so by, for example, attending all the sessions that we've planned for you, and have regular discussions and chats with the teaching staff within the course. and just interact with the staff and interact with students, with your fellow students. And if you have difficulties, just ask us or communicate with your fellow students. The whole course is very supportive, so we're trying to help you succeed and complete the course successfully. So we will do everything we can to ensure that this is the case. But do feel free to come to us and ask us for help if you are experiencing any difficulties, whether it's personal or course related, and we will be able to point you to the right people to discuss a range of issues. So I'm sure that you will be well supported um, throughout your journey when you're studying on the MSc TESOL and Intercultural Communication. Okay, so these are the questions that we have received prior to the live event, and now I will have a look and see if there's any questions that have come up during the live session. Do feel free to pose any questions that you have. And I should also say that for those of you who are watching the video, the recorded video, you can always submit your questions to the School of Education HAS faculty support team, and both myself and my colleagues will be happy to answer any questions that you may have about the MSc TESOL and the intercultural communication.